I'm here. Hopefully oh, I see someone. That might have been Melinda. Oh, hi Melinda. I'm gonna give it just a minute to let some people jump on. Hi Christy. Devon. Hi Carol. This is my favorite part. I feel like Romper Room. I don't know if anybody was old enough to remember that show, but it's like she would look out and into her little magic mirror and she would be like, hi Trisha. Oh, hi Lindsay. And it just was so good. And like you just waited for your name to be picked. It was so exciting. But probably no one is old enough for that. Romper Room. I know, exactly. Oh my gosh. What is today even? I think it's Monday. Monday. My husband actually went down to the basement to work, so that makes me think it's Monday. All right, I'm going to give it, okay, I'm going to get started. And, oh, hi, Leslie. Romper Room. Yes, everybody knows. They never said our name. No, I think there was a Pat maybe once, because I'm a Patricia. And I think once there was Pat, and I thought that was probably as good as I was ever going to get. Hey, Julie from Austin. My friend from Austin is on. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm going to get started. A lot of you guys are here or might be watching this later because you were invited by an advocate to kind of learn about Green Compass and kind of find out why other people have chosen to use or start up Green Compass and make it a business for them at a bunch of different levels. And I am coming on tonight to talk about my story and why I ended up ultimately deciding to start my business with Green Compass. My name is Trish Brown, and I live in Kansas City, in actually Lee Summit, Missouri, which is a suburb of Kansas City. And I have two teenage daughters. I have a freshman and a junior. Wonderful, wonderful kids. I have a great husband. He is an attorney. And we are just, living the dream out here in Missouri. And I got into this in a really sort of roundabout way. And let me back up a little bit because I started understanding and learning about network marketing back when I was, working my corporate job. I worked 15 years for a telecom company, and prior to that, I worked for a greeting card company here in Kansas City. And prior to that, I don't know what I did, gosh. So I've kind of been around the block with corporate jobs and have had lots of different positions. Mostly, as I sort of found my way, I went towards the marketing side of the world, but I've done a whole bunch of different things and had a lot of bosses, good and bad, and really just kind of had a lot of corporate experience. And I mostly loved it enough, right? But when my oldest daughter started kindergarten, we made the choice that I was going to blow that popsicle stand and stay home and figure that out. So she was starting kindergarten, my other daughter was 3, and we made the decision to do that. So all this time, we've all been to, a lot of corporate friends, a lot of other friends would be like, hey, come to my party, come to my, Pampered Chef, a purse party, a jewelry party, goodness gracious, a makeup party, like anything you could think of. And I was always like, sure, great, I love it. Let's have some wine. I'll buy your stuff, And they always asked you, as they should, right? They always talked about, hey, you want to do this yourself. You'd be really good at it. You'd be awesome at it. And then when I quit working and started staying at home, those offers really started rolling in. And again, I was always just like, no. But hey, I'll buy that purse. Or hey, God, I love that bracelet. Give me 2 of those. I'll give one as a gift. I mean, I supported people and loved what they, had to offer me, but it wasn't anything I ever thought was a real job. I just thought, I would never do that. Like, why would I waste my time doing that? Let me just say, if I knew then what I know now. But I digress. So time goes on. I live my life. My kids are growing up. I've always been a big photography bug. So I really got into my photography and took pictures and seniors and families and really started getting into that. And that was kind of the thing I was going to finally like launch myself, created a business, really was doing well and having a great time. So I, for years and years, have had back pain, sciatic pain, back pain, sometimes debilitating and sometimes just annoying. But it kept me from what I think is living my best life. So I was taking a lot of over-the-counter medication to help with that on a daily basis. And that was all I could do. And to be honest, that really wasn't helping so much. So my dear friend and former coworker, Melinda, I saw her talk about something she was doing to help her shoulder pain and help her sleep. And I watched this video that she posted and I thought, okay, interesting. I didn't comment on it. I didn't do anything. I didn't immediately reach out to her, but I just sort of took it in and thought, okay. And then probably a month later, we had a happy hour, kind of a reunion happy hour from one of our old corporate job days. And Melinda was there and I was so happy to see her. And we were chatting and probably one of the first things out of my mouth to her was, tell me what you're doing to get rid of that pain. Because I was pretty much at my wit's end. I tried physical therapy. I tried all kinds of things, right? And nothing was giving me any relief. So I chatted with her about it and she told me she was taking CBD. And I have to be completely honest with you, I did not know what CBD was. I thought hemp was marijuana and marijuana was hemp. I did not know any distinction, like a lot of people. I mean, it's an education process, I think, but I knew nothing. But I also am a pretty open-minded person. And she kind of told me how it helped her. And I thought, okay. So I went home and I think she might have sent me her website. I don't know, but I just started thinking about it. And a day or two later, I'm talking to my husband and I was like, I think I'm going to try this CBD stuff. And he was like, ooh, I don't know. And I did some research and he did some research and just about CBD in general. And then, so I just placed an order. I'm like, I'm doing it. I called her, placed an order. And she said to me, doing what she should do and doing her job was, hey, you might just want to go ahead and sell it. And I laughed, of course, like I always did, because I just thought, it's not a real job. And I thought, I just want to buy the product. I just want to use the product, Melinda. And so I started using the product and followed her instructions and all of that. And 3 days later, I noticed a difference. And I thought, I'm imagining that. 5 days later, I noticed a big difference. And I told my husband, I'm going to give it 2 weeks and I'm going to see what happens. And so I waited out for 2 weeks and couldn't even believe the difference in how I felt. And so I actually started, that seed was planted when she said that to me about, hey, you could sell it. But I felt so good. And I was telling everyone about it. I mean, everyone. You know how you tell people like, oh my gosh, you should watch this show on Netflix. Like, this is all we do anymore, right? Is watch Netflix and recommend shows. Or, so if you find something good, you tell people about it. You're not getting paid for that. You just love to share about it. You find a mascara that doesn't smudge or a lip gloss that, changes your life and you tell your friends about it. And I was doing that with CBD. I was like, I gotta tell you, I mean, everyone I was telling. So I kind of started thinking about that and I had no idea. I didn't know anything about how much money people make. I had no idea about anything. And I looked up Green Compass. My husband helped me vet them. We looked and tried to find something wrong. Could not find anything wrong, only right. And so I called Melinda. She didn't reach out to me again about selling, but I called her and I said, I'm gonna sign up. I want to sell this and I'm talking about it enough. I'm in. I mean, I basically sold myself on the whole situation. So that's kind of how I actually got into this. And it's been really, and this sounds kind of cliche, I swear, but it's been really life-changing. And I thought I thought I was doing great. I thought that I was, emotionally, stable, and I thought I was sleeping well, and I thought I was getting by with my back pain. And I mean, I thought things were good. And in terms of just my results, the changes that I have found in myself have been more than I had ever imagined. My mood is improved, and, obviously my back is, I don't even recognize that anymore. I can work out again, and it's just incredible. And I had no idea I was having sleep issues. And I track my sleep with my watch, with an app on my watch. And I just would find day after day, I'd be like, oh my God, you've had the best sleep ever. Your heart rate dipped to this, and your REM sleep was this, and your deep sleep was higher. And I mean, like, all this stuff kept happening. And I thought, this is CBD. There's nothing else it could be. I am not imagining this anymore. And I was just really gosh darn happy, like, all of the time. And that, I'm about to be 54. And so women my age are not necessarily happy all the time, if you know what I mean. So this was really incredible. And then, so aside from that, even the life-changing things, just being on this incredible team that I'm on. I've been on a lot of teams in corporate America and had a lot of team building and team, I love some of my bosses. Some of my bosses were just that's life, right? But I had no idea the camaraderie and the support that I would find by joining Green Compass. I mean, we talk every day in some fashion, and we see each other now it's all very virtual, but we see each other, we talk, we help each other if anyone has a question or can't get a result that they want. No one hesitates one single bit to throw out some ideas or help somebody else. And that, to me, you don't get that typically when you're working your 40-hour-a-week corporate job for the man or the woman, depending. But you just don't get that feeling. And if you do, I think it's rare. And so that part of my life, and I didn't feel like, oh, I need friends. No, I have, I'm fine. But I had no idea what I was missing. I had no idea that I was missing out on such a, I don't even know how to describe it. I always feel like I'm being like in this giant hug. It sounds really kind of weird, but that's how I can describe it. So that's another thing that was life-changing for me. And finally, something that everyone can relate to, and especially someone, if you hadn't worked or brought in an actual paycheck for a while, and to feel like you are contributing to your family's bottom line after not doing so for, God, I think it was 2008. And so for not doing that for a really long time, I mean, I worked really hard. I mean, being a stay-at-home mom is definitely hard work. It's all hard work, everything that we end up doing, because we want to do it well. But being able to, I came on in September, and to significantly contribute to my family's bottom line after, I think, just like 6.5 months or so, maybe 7 months, is an incredible feeling. And not only is it an incredible feeling to see the future of that financial freedom that I'm going to have and that my family's going to have, but to literally tell my husband, like, I got that, I can do that. We can do this. It just is such a great feeling. And so that really inspires me and motivates me to, talk to more people and share this, this company and this product with more people. And speaking of the company, I mean, it's incredible. Like, it's a family-owned company. They started, Meredith and Sterling Cook started Green Compass, basically out of a need that they had for themselves. They're in North Carolina, farming. They know lots of farmers. Sterling is been in the farming industry for a really long time. And so they have connections, and they actually wanted to take CBD for themselves. And then Meredith found she wanted something that she could give to her children. And so fast forward, they come up with the CBD, they start like giving it to their friends and family, and everybody wants it. And, they realize, wait a minute, we need to start putting this out into the world. We can help people. And there's something about helping people that I never realized was so important to me. I mean, I love, giving advice. I'm always giving people advice about something. My kids will be like, they know that I'm always trying to tell people what they should be doing, good or bad. But that's, that's not really that's not necessarily always helping people. But to actually, and Green Compass, the company, that is really where they come from. That's where they start from, is that idea of service. And I feel, and again, I'm going to tell you, I have never ever felt I needed to be this person. I've never felt like serving people or helping people was something that I was ever going to be good at. And I find that when you come from a place of wanting to help people and getting complete joy out of somebody reaching back out to you and saying, my child can get through the day at school now, or I don't get calls from the teacher anymore, or I slept through the night for the first time. I mean, that is something that I had no idea I needed for my soul or for my person. And, it's one of those things that it's just another bonus for me. So the family starts the company. They decide to go to the direct sales model, and they do everything themselves. They are vertically integrated. Now, do you know what that means? I didn't know what it means, but now I do. And it means that they own the process from planting the seeds, planting the hemp. They harvest it. They extract the CBD out of the hemp flower. They go through every step, and they own every step of that process. They bottle it, they package it, they own everything. They get it to our kitchen counters or bathroom sinks or wherever it is you keep your CBD so you can take it every day. But it's a vertically integrated company, and that means that they control all of it. There's a lot of junk out there in the CBD market, and it's really important to have trust in the company that you're getting your CBD from. And if you're going to sell CBD, it's good to feel great about who you're working for. Well, you're working for yourself, but it's who is at the heart of the company. And so that's been really, really wonderful. I'm trying to think. Let me see what else I'm thinking about. Oh, yeah. So everybody, I think, needs to figure out why they might be here right now. Like, why are you watching? Something motivated you or inspired you to watch this. And I know it necessarily wasn't the fact that, I put makeup on, which is a big deal, right? This was pretty exciting for me to actually put a little makeup on today. But I feel like there's probably more to it than that. And think about why you're actually here. Are you here because you want freedom? Are you here because you want to be your own boss? Are you here because you've thought about being your own boss, but you just weren't sure if you could do it? I'm here to tell you, you can do it. There's a whole bunch of wonderful gals and guys on our team that have never done direct selling before. And they're killing it, and they're doing great, and they are loving it. And it's something that if you connect with the product, you will also connect with the company, and you will see results both in your personal self and in your bottom line financially. So I suggest that you get back with the person who invited you here, who said, hey, come check this out, see what you think. Not only is there this video of mine, but you can scroll through Discover Green Compass and you can see some other people's videos and some corporate videos and kind of get a really good feel for why it might speak to you. Because I feel like the people who do this and the people who are really successful, they feel a connection with it. And again, that might be because of the results that they had, or a connection with our founders and where this company was started from. So if you can figure out why you're here for sure and connect that with your, what you want out of it, it's a win-win. I mean, it is honestly, you don't have anything to lose. When you sign up to join Green Compass, you get a kit that's $299 for like $700 worth of product. Good product, all the oils, a cream, some bath bombs. I mean, tons of stuff in there. So you're going to use it no matter what, but it's so great to get such a good deal on it. And then you can talk about how great it is. And so it's a super simple process, in my opinion, and one that I don't think you don't have anything to lose. So give it a shot. Call the person who asked you to come here and check this out, and let them know. Say, I'm ready to give this a try. I guarantee you will not regret it. So anyway, I thank you so much for watching tonight, and I appreciate your time, and I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that I see you soon as a Green Compass advocate. So have a great night. Thanks again.